Why, yes, hello. And also, yes, hello, why, yes. Ooh, okay. So, I hadn't put any time into this crazy class called the Blue Mage, but all of a sudden I have a level 70 Blue Mage. And how many spells are we up to? 44 of 104. Yep. Mm-hmm. So we'll do some Blue Mage quests today. Getting a Blue Mage actually leveled up doesn't take that much work. Adrian helped me out. Took about 40 or so minutes just killing mobs out in one of the by Amarang, I think. Well, in Amarang, and then by the inn. And yeah, so there you go. I only have some level 70 stuff so far because I don't have enough poetic, so we're still wearing some older crap. But we'll be on the hunt for some. Let me pull up the list. We'll be on the hunt for some more spells for a little bit here, and then we'll see where the late afternoon, early evening-ish takes us for the next 2 to 3 hours. Because this class is so wonky. You learn spells from mobs in the game. In the dungeons, in trials, in the open world. I've already learned all of the open world spells. They all have some pretty crazy interactions with each other. But you basically learn, you know, mob spells, mob skills. And that's what we're doing for a little bit here. Let me turn back down the game sound. Very good, very good. Very good. What's up, Bear? Yeah, so we'll do that. Have a little bit of the anime bang going on today. That just kind of happens. I just picked up the next Blue Mage quest. We're only on the level 30 Blue Mage quest. So there's quite a handful more to go. There's one every 5 levels, I think. Let's class and job quests. Where does it list them, I wonder? Probably in the Disciple of Magic job. Disciple of Magic quest, Disciple of Magic job quests. Yeah, Blue Mage. So there was Out of the Blue, which was level 50 to accept. And then there's 1, 10, 20, and then we're on 30. Let's go do that for a little bit just to start off. Where are we going? Over to the Alchemist Guild. Okay. Alchemist Guild we go. You haven't seen me in approximately 17 years? 17! I've barely been alive that many years. Who am I kidding? I've been alive almost 20 more than that. Oh, yeah, I had to put this on my bar for this quest. I think I had a required... Oh, yeah, phase is required for this one. So let me... Oh, I already have it on my bars. Look at that. I have everything else that matters on my bars right now, so... Alright, what's going on, Royce? How's she hiding? He went into the Alchemist Guild. He's been trying to draw attention by wearing something inconspicuous. But by that, I mean not blue. Why is all the secrecy? Could he be buying medicine? Perhaps he got some awful condition. That could explain where all the money is going, but I don't think that's it. Oh, she's following the Blue Mage guy. This whole quest line is very kind of cloak and daggery, snake oil salesman, a little bit weird. And you're sort of on both sides of the weirdness. Where's he off to now? You investigated this guy, and then now you're working for this lady that hosts some carnival in Ul'dah, and then now you don't know where this guy's taking all the money he's earning from his... I don't... Where are we going? How did she... followed him all the way outside of town. So those... That's the exit by the Taumaturge's Guild. Let's go over there. But yeah, there's this crazy resource that Thadrin linked to me as well that has, well, it's on FFXIV collect.com, where you can look up orchestral rolls, minions, mounts, achievements, blue magic emotes, barding hairstyles, armoire, fashion accessories, field records, triple triad, relics. Then you can look at the leaderboards. You can do the Moogle treasure trove, which is the current event right now. It just shows everything you can collect in this game. Kind of. It probably doesn't have every thing. It doesn't have like armor and gear and stuff. Unless it probably just links to the Eorzean collection as well. But it has all of the Blue Mage spells and where you get them. Because there's 104 of them currently. There are definitely some that are way harder to get than others. Oh, I guess before we go any further, for learning so many Blue Mage spells, you also unlock these totems that you get as you level. So let's learn some spells, shall we? Yeah. Angel's Snack. Off Guard. Mighty Guard. Wow. White Wind, which is a heal. And Transfusion. All right, these are all. So Off Guard increases target's damage taken by 5% for 15 seconds. And it shares a recast timer with Peculiar Light. So this increases target's damage. And Peculiar Light increases, like it's an AoE blast around you. But it's still a 5% damage taken. Right, where was it? Right here. 5% for 15, same oh, so they're the same. One is just a melee AoE, and one is a single target debuff. Okay, okay. Different situational uses. You can, like, slam the AoE one down for an AoE pack, and then, go crazy, and then do the same thing for single target stuff. Mighty Guard, this is the sort of tank stance that Blue Mage gets. So reduces damage taken by 40% while reducing damage dealt by 40%. Increases your enmity generation. And the prevention of cast interruptions via damage taken. Yeah, so you combine Mighty Guard with like Toad Oil. I think there's one other thing you combine it with to be like a Blue Mage tank. Adrian was doing it last night. What else we get? White Wind. Restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members by an amount equal to your current HP. Yeah. So if you have full HP, it's a full heal based on your HP. But as you get lower, you have to basically cast it a couple of times, which I probably should have this on when I do dungeon stuff. Let's see. We also got the Angel's Snack. Restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members. It's a 2-minute cooldown. So it's an AoE heal, 20-yard, Yalm, or Lalafell range. Grants healing over time effect when you are under the ethereal mimicry of healer. I am not currently. It's a 200 potency hot for 15. Hello? So these are part of the healer kit, so you can make a Blue Mage healer. There's also this one, Exuviation, which is a small radius AoE heal, but it also heals for more when you're a healer mimicry, but it is an AoE dispel and heal. And then I have Palm Cure, just got that last night. It's just a single target heal. It's only a 100 potency without the healer mimicry, and goes to 500 if you are. What mimicry is, this spell right here, you basically use it on another Blue Mage or any DPS to get the DPS stance, or you put it on a tank to get the tank stance, or a healer to get the healer stance. And then that's how you can be one of the other jobs that Blue Mage obviously isn't, because it's just a caster normally. Just cast spells. Yep. And burps on things. Yep. Yep. Hi, Nick. How would I rate Final Fantasy as an MMO that someone might not have a ton of learning and playtime to devote to? Can it be enjoyed in smallish chunks of time at a slow pace, or just be frustrating? So different names on YouTube, right, compared to the past. So MTK, which is what you are right now. I don't know if I knew you beforehand as a different name, but the easiest thing for me to say, I was kind of talking about this with Gorek yesterday. Gorek is is a big like old school retro gamer. He plays a lot of World of Warcraft though, but he's sort of in the same unfortunate situation where he probably doesn't feel very, just not enjoying the game very much. Obviously, the Activision Blizzard lawsuit is pretty bonkers. All of the current stuff happening over there at ActiBlizz is definitely a sour taste for many players. So we were talking about 14 last night because I've got we're up to 51 days played now. I started back in June of this year, sort of before like the big mass exodus kind of thing happened with World of Warcraft, but that was around like August. Because I kind of like smelled it in the air, you know, tasted in the water, whatever Galadriel said in Lord of the Rings. But feel it in the earth. But you can put 200 to 300 hours into Final Fantasy XIV for free with no restrictions on anything up through the base game, A Realm Reborn, and Heaven's Ward. I'm not going to read the meme off to you. Heaven's Ward is sort of where it's like the Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King era of this game. So if you have only small times to play, and if you ever fill it with other things like RPGs, a lot of Final Fantasy XIV can be done solo. It is a RPG first and an MMO second, versus World of Warcraft, which is kind of like an action adventure role playing game, and then an RPG second. It's not the same. It's so different in how it's paced. But if I will link you, oops. I mean, it's the first thing you almost Google if you look him up. So,
Faces from the world.
I don't know if you're familiar with Jesse Cox. He was on my show a while ago. I've sort of
Over the last
colleagues with him. Yeah, quiet, you beautiful redhead man. You know, but we've had correspondence at past events, and then, you know, on my show. But I will link you to a video. He made a 15 years of WoW versus 1 year of Final Fantasy XIV sort of comparison video. It's up to 750,000 views. It's quite good. It's a little long. It's 36 minutes of overall runtime. But that'll give you an extra sort of comparison point to just listen to like a video essay about the two games. I would say you almost have nothing to lose. If you're just looking to see how you like the game, you can play hundreds of hours for free. I will say that A Realm Reborn and the Realm Reborn patch content that leads you into Heaven's Ward is definitely not going to be for everyone. If you like that more old school style, lots of reading, lots of just traveling around, it's definitely slower gameplay at that point. And then, of course, the whole shtick is, well, you stick with it, it gets so much better. Yeah, but that's going to turn some players off. The game is very old school feeling for the first big chunk. But then once you progress past that point, it definitely kind of ramps up. You get more abilities that sort of interact with your specs, your jobs, rather. You get more off GCD abilities that you weave into your rotations or whatever. You just, it fills out the game. The whole game is one complete package. So Endwalker, coming out later this year, is going to like be the end of this first big chunk of story. But the game is almost like completely congruent You know how you play a normal like platforming game? You play Dark Souls, you play any other like sort of like RPG-ish adventure game. Doom even just comes to mind because I was playing that. The game slowly gets progressively more difficult, right? But then the player gets more pieces of the puzzle. World of Warcraft kind of had this weird like reset every expansion, where it's like every other system is just gone, and then you get a new system and you kind of start over from the game, and then the gameplay like difficulty kind of remains mostly similar. Like some new mechanics might come in here and there in dungeons and Mythic Plus and affixes and things of that nature, but there is a very specific linear increase in difficulty from the start of the game until where the game is now. Like that you cannot compare like Eden, the end game raid now, to the earlier raids from like Heavensward. It's kind of weird. Coil of Bahamut, the first raid, is like a WoW style raid, so it's a little bit different feeling, but not everyone really does that raid because it doesn't feel like it's the same game you're playing. But the game slowly gets harder as you get more and more knowledge of the game, more and more abilities and spells and understanding. And every day this week, every single day this week, we've learned something new. I've been informed of something I didn't know yet, or just yesterday because I started playing Blue Mage. Now I'm learning all this Blue Mage stuff. And again, I'm 51 days in. But if you only have some times to play, it's a very long answer for you. I think you have nothing to lose because you can just download the game and play for free and then just chip away at it here and there. Pick your first job, see if that job, works for you at first, and just start doing the main story quests. Or go off on an adventure and do side quests or do whatever you want. You can play this game almost completely as like a crafter-gatherer. You don't have to really do a lot of the story stuff. There are points where you will get a little bit way behind. You have to kind of have a tank, a healer, or a DPS to go do the main story because you have to do it as those, not a crafter or gatherer job. But there are probably people out there that have just done, they've done fisherman and gatherer and miner and all the different crafty jobs and barely ever done the combat stuff. And that's fine because they all have quest lines. They all have quest lines almost all the way up to 80. They stop at around 70. So it just keeps going. There's side quest stuff you get into in the Firmament, which I think is not actually until... Can you play the Firmament in the base trial game? I actually don't know. It's basically a crafter city, is what I'm trying to get at. It's a crafter gatherer city. But it didn't happen in Heavensward. It came in the game later. So I don't know if you can actually play it in the free trial, but you have nothing to lose. Yeah. Just you kind of go for it. Yeah. Because World of Warcraft has a free trial, right? It's up to like level 20. And you definitely start understanding World of Warcraft by level 20. The problem is you're just doing yellow quests that don't really necessarily have a congruent story. Whereas in Final Fantasy, everything is the main story quest. This little pop up underneath my mini-map right here. It says to be continued because I'm finished with the main story quest. I finished the entirety of all 700 and something quests or whatever. It's all a congruent, continuate story if you just play the main story scenario quest line. And it builds and new characters and returning characters and total feels trains and anger and just joy and sadness and all this stuff. It's you get so much of it just for free. It's just bagonkers. Yeah. They're just not liking the direction and want something else, but you're no longer a person who will devote themselves to a game. You never know. Final Fantasy may pull you right in. Because when I started doing like my research and like prep phase, because I knew there was a changing of the tide, I still have my WoW subscription for like one more month, and I'm most likely going to go just log in on the weekend sometime and finish all the campaign stuff, all the story stuff, just to get it, completed. And then my sub will lapse before the holiday season, and then we'll see what happens in the future. I know 915 comes out on November the 2nd now, but we don't even get the first Mage Tower for like a month later. And yes, the first Mage Tower for Legion Time Walking will be up for 2 weeks, but then the next one won't be until 18 weeks later. It's so weird. I get that there's like rotating events in the game, but like I put it in Discord yesterday, just like cold take. Every single week there should be a time walking. Every week of every month should be a time walking week of a time walking event. There should be no breaks, and it should just rotate between, you know, Burning Crusade, Warlords, Wrath, Legion, etc. It's just so silly that they're so spread out and far apart, and some happen like 2 or 3 weeks apart from each. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. And yeah, I mean, the community guild that we put together and that we rated for the last year in the game. I mean, we did Heroic Sylvanas and felt like that was enough. And we were like, we're taking a break. And that was earlier this year. And then we played a bunch of other games for a while, and then eventually that spring itch grabbed a bunch of us. We started playing 14. And here we are now in almost November. So yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, there's the only restrictions that like don't really matter in the free trial for Heavensward, and there's probably some stuff that like when you go to the website and read about it. I know you can't join any free company, so you can't join like a guild on the free trial. You can put people on your friends list though, and it's not like the only restriction. I don't think you can't buy any property in the game. I think you can't get like a house or an apartment or anything like that. But you're not really worried about that at that early in the game because you don't have the economy, the personal growth to actually make Gil, I don't think. So yeah. There's a couple things, but they're not gonna, you don't get like reduced bag space. And you're gonna have less of an XP gain because you don't have any higher level jobs. You don't have the pre-order bonus. There is a earring you get this time for the pre-order bonus of Endwalker. It's a 30% XP bump. There is, however, you still get access to the ring. There's like a proving ground system that the game will like nudge you into when you hit a certain level. For each of the type of job, like range DPS, healer, melee DPS, tank. That you get a ring that increases your XP under 30, so that'll help you like get up other jobs to, you know, that high 20s to 30 mark. But I really don't think there's like any crazy. I don't think there's any crazy restrictions. Let's talk to Royce real quick here because we've been sitting here explaining an answer for like the past 10 minutes. Looks like he's waiting for someone. Shh, they're here. This is the Blue Mage quest line. Well, like the third quest. Very early on. Alright, what are you doing, Martin? Those are Thaumaturges. Is that one of the Thaumaturge brothers? And that's like an Elizin, because he's taller than the human. He's a low-level Thaumaturge. He has a shield on. Oh no, it's a big boy. Dream flowers are in short supply. If you want them, you'll pay. Blah blah blah. I can't read out loud as fast like you read in my brain. Dream flowers? Someone's here. Get him. Oh, it's a pugilist. It's not even a. Oh, it's a freaking paladin and a monk. Not even black mages. They're wearing like the low-level black mage robes. Oh, I'm not supposed to have this many spells at this level because I basically got Blue Mage and then went out and got every spell from the open world. It's like 33 spells. So, like I said, we're up to 49 now. These boys are in for a treat. Yeah. Yeah, dry space, maybe. I mean, if there's any games you haven't played in a while, you can remove. And granted, I don't even know how big the base game is for Final Fantasy XIV. Since I think if you download the trial version, do you download the whole game? I think you might. Is it like 70 or 80 gigs, maybe? I don't know. Hi, Nico. Yeah, holidays are so rarely or minimally updated in WoW too. What's up, Chris? Are you jumping into this because of the trend, or you actually like the day? The game? We're at 51 days played. You may have not heard that part of the explanation I was explaining over to MTK a moment ago, but I have 51 days played. We've cleared the Corals of Bahamut. I mean, I can go through my raid stuff. I've done every single dungeon in the game. I haven't done the Hildebrand trials yet because I'm still on the Hildebrand quest line. But I mean, I've done the whole story. I've completed the entirety of the MSQ in the game, hence why it says to be continued up here. I started doing research on Final Fantasy XIV around like June earlier this year, and by the end of June into early July, I was already playing 14. So it wasn't like a more recent jumping ship situation. I had, whenever anyone wants to change games, it doesn't matter when you do it or what reasons, but I did back in June of this year. So what we get? We got we're currently on, for current content, we're on the Cinder Drift Extreme. We got to phase 2 last night. Our next raid's on Tuesday. So, but we'll get this down, and then we'll move on from there. We've done Dancing Plague Extreme, Crown of the Immaculate Extreme, Hades Elegy Extreme. This was freaking wild. We farmed this a few times though after we beat it, because all the trials drop mounts or have a chance to drop mounts. Obviously everything else is done. We haven't done any of the current raid content yet. We were doing the trials first. I've done all the story-based ones, but we haven't done... There's no green check marks in the top corner, which denote if you've done it yet, compared to, like, here. Green check mark means you've completed this activity. So, we're just doing just no echo, and then whatever our eye level is. The players are all over the place, eye level-wise. So, we're just letting eye level be whatever it is. We're not doing min eye level stuff. But just we're not doing any echo madness. So... Echo is basically determination from World of Warcraft, where as you progress and wipe and don't beat the boss, you get 5%, 10%, 15%, 20% more stats. So we're turning that off. So we're beating them just at eye level, whatever we are at, and then. But I mean, back here we've done we've undersized a couple of these. I think Wreath of Snakes we did because we only had like 6 people online at the time. But a lot of the other ones we did Hell's Key are undersized, but. Jade Stoa, I've farmed out the Great Hunt 50 times because I have the Rathalos mount, which is one of like the 4 or 5 mounts in this game that I really enjoy. But we did, Tsukiyomi and Shinryu, Emanation, Pool of Tribute, all just eye level, no echo. So we've done a lot of the raid content in the game. That's for sure. So it's not just like a fad. I've got like 24 to 26 like produced packaged video ideas that I want to start working on into this month, into next month, so they come out like one a day for a handful of weeks leading up to the expansion. We're going to stream a lot of Endwalker here on the channel just to kind of archive it. I don't know how much I will, because I know I'll probably be playing more than I want to sit here streaming, but we'll see when that happens. But there's so many good points that are going to be in this story that are going to end stories or begin new ones or close past ones, or it's going to be just crazy. And I'm here for it. Let's blast these guys, shall we? And blip. Oh. Whoops. I thought they would survive the Frost Nova, but they apparently did not. Whoops. These don't level sync you. So I'm just like way over leveled for this. Excuse me. All right, Martin, what are you doing, man? What's going on? You saw everything? I better prepare for the worst. You might not have to get naked this time, though, you weirdo. Thank you. If it weren't for you, things could have turned out very differently. As for you, Martin, what the bloody hell are you doing here? Dream flowers? I don't know what dream flowers are. Ah, crap. She had more dialogue. I clicked. I can explain. It ain't what you think. What is it then? This had better be good. Look at her plaid plants. They're plaid plants. Pants. They're so good. It's for Wallachine. They need proper treatment. is an epidemic you see, most likely over from Eorzea by May. See, the thing is, it's hard to trust anything this guy says. Oh, so his fish friends have a cold. So his friends have a disease, I guess, not a cold. I don't want Eorzea to visit the New World, but it makes me sick to my stomach to think I'm partly to blame. I can't just stand by and let them die without at least trying. Okay. But is he being honest? He came to Eorzea to find a cure. Okay. This is little on the nose for current times. Main ingredient comes from dream flowers, which ain't easy to get a hold of. Explains why you're dealing with all these back alley cutthroats, and I suppose your business in the Alchemist Guild had some connection to the medicine. This is heartfelt, kinda, but need some tools and whatnot to help with the mixing. Nothing you need to worry about. I'll cause you enough trouble already. He told us from the beginning we could have worked something out. He did kind of go behind Royce's back doing this. But that's why it doesn't feel like it's genuine. You can carry on at the Celestium. Only about 50 gigs or so? What's up, Destora? Hey, Var. I missed dialogue because I said hi to Var in chat. This is your fault. I'll perform every show you've got. The fans are clamoring to see more of the great Aruzo. Azuro? Like Azure? Azuro? They changed his name for the show he's basically been roped into doing until he dies. You're bored? That's what? You use that work on your phone? This is the Hildebrand quest that I'm on. We're going back to the... Yep. Talk thick. Wow. Terrible. Oh yeah, so in like all the little updates and stuff, I updated the YouTube front page now, so the stream should pop up on the front page. So all you have to do is just like bookmark my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/C for channel and then /FinalBossTV. Because every single stream on YouTube is technically becomes its own video, so it has its like a YouTube URL, which may be kind of weird, right? Where are we going? It's the Miners Guild. Yeah, I'm only very early on in the Manderville Man saga. Haven't really done a whole lot. Yeah, because I've learned all of my totems, right? Yeah. And these are his fish friends that help develop blue magic, apparently. Did me good by you did me a good turn by taking care of those Dreamflower peddlers. You made me murder 2 guys, like in cold frost. What the heck? Sooner or later, they'd have bled me dry one way or the other. Royce introduced me to the merchant who handles shipments to alchemists. He gets the Dreamflowers processed before being brought to Ul'dah, which bypasses the ban. So bloody expensive, mind you. Look at the little cloud wind up. Almost forgot about your training. Telling you the truth, your run-in with those Somnus dealers was probably a better test of your abilities than anything I could have thought up. I buffed myself and cast 1 spell. Oh, man. Wants to recommend learning 1,000 needles next. Your real teachers are the beasts that roam free through the wilderness. You're free to roam too, but if you get lost, our spellbook will show you the way. Okay, bye. Narnardi performing many times a day. La Toulja. Worry more shows will kill him. Martin's blue magic is powerful indeed, but he is just a man. Sometimes he forgets this. Yeah. Yep, I don't have 1,000 needles yet. Which you get from a cactar. Let me double check. Where is it? Oh, so I missed this one. This one isn't open. Almost I have it, but I don't have it socketed. Oh, yeah, right here. I actually missed it. I didn't go grab that one yet. All right, let's go find a cactar. They are in Southern Tanalan. I click on the right button. And they're 1615. So they're at the bottom of the map. Middle of the map. Something like that. So let's see. 16, right where we ported basically. 15, so up a little bit. Oh, no, they're way up by Little El Amigo. Thought they were different ones, but we'll just fly up there then. We'll just fly up there. Like what what user unfriendly stuff are you thinking, Var, for the YouTube side of things? Because the weird thing, if you watch, I gotta figure out if things look different if people watch the stream on the YouTube gaming site. So it's from this guy. I wonder if things look better and or different if you watch on the YouTube gaming site. Oh, I gotta turn my chocobo off because he just one-shot him. Damn it, my beautiful purple sun. Level 26 mob. Gotta be careful here. Bonk. So to learn Blue Mage spells, you have to just watch the spell being cast. There's 1,000 needles right there. And then you blow them up. There you go. The more you know, 6. Is that 50? Yes. Oh, I also didn't read this transfusion from earlier. Restores all HP and MP for a single party member while incapacitating yourself. Oh. So transfusion gives your life for ire. Got it. So it fully heals someone else and you die for it. It's like an Uber lay on hands. So where's 1,000 needles? Right here. Deals a fixed 1,000 points of physical damage, which is shared by all enemies around you. It's a 6-second cast time for only 1,000 damage. It is 1,000 needles. It is physical damage. But it doesn't... It's not potency based, so you can't buff the potency with things like Tingle. Unless you can, maybe? I know I can definitely buff it with... It would be buffed by Basic Instinct to do double damage in solo content. And then I can buff it with Whistle to make it do 80% more damage. But that's still only going to be 1,800 damage. It's like nothing. It's a very flavorful ability, I suppose. And I got to use it for my next job quest, but might as well, I don't have anywhere to put it right now. Cast forever. Exactly 1,000 damage. But I can just do this and do 7,500. Interesting. I mean, you can insta-cast it. Weird. Finding the streamer, then obviously emotes. They just be important. donating to the streamer because YouTube doesn't accept PayPal, which is rather unnice for us Europeans because credit cards ain't too popular. So, I guess there's a couple of ways to answer that. That's why, I don't know, does my stream look different if you're on the YouTube gaming front page? Like, if you're in the YouTube gaming section, I guess I haven't really, I mean, I can see the videos that I'm subscribed to. How do you browse the gaming side of things? Does it look the same? It might look the same. Bum, 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 bum. So if I go by current games, I mean, a lot of it just comes down to if you have a broadcaster, in this case, me, and you want to tune in to the videos that I post on YouTube and the streams that I stream and then get posted on YouTube, you just kind of have this bookmarked. Oh, this is actually kind of a nightmare. I gotta, like... There's Final Fantasy. Yeah, so I this is where I don't know, because in the Final Fantasy 14 gaming part of YouTube gaming, there's only like a handful of broadcasters right now, and I'm not in there, so I guess I'm just streaming to my own page. I don't know, do I have to do something different to... This is all the stuff that I still have to figure out. You're totally right. This is weird. Well, I don't know why I'm not... I don't know why I don't show up. Because am I not live? I'm live on my own channel. Huh. I mean, I have some emotes. I think we only have like 6 emotes currently. It's the same kind of back end that Twitch has for emotes. And you unlock more emotes the more... The wordage here is because subscribing on YouTube is free. If you join, which means you become a member, if you take out a membership VAR, that's the same thing. And I don't know what tiers that I have currently, because it usually goes $5, $10, $25. So that this those are still here. So if you were to wanted to support monetarily, it would either be from a different link that like I can have somewhere posted, or you join the channel. Like a minute ago, like Nico, he's a tier 1, I believe, because his name is green in chat, which I appreciate. So joining is how you'd directly support right here on YouTube. Oh, 1,000 Needles can't be buffed. Even still, it's the main DPS attack until much later. Really? I'll have to like try that out, because a 6-second cast time reduced by spell speed versus a 2-second 220 potency like reflux that you just slam jam, or in the open world Choco Meteor, which is 300 potency. I don't know how one spell versus 3 would be your main spell. Because it's crap on AoE because it splits damage. And if anything, the little combo that you get early on, tingle into whistle into triple trident. So it's 250 potency times 3 with 80% additional damage on a minute and a half cooldown. Like triple trident, like crushes. Oh yeah. Hermit, I went out with Phaedron yesterday. I'm already at 50 Blue Mage spells. I'm literally 2 spells away from being halfway full of the entire book. I've gotten all the open world ones now with 1,000 Needle from just out in the world, and then I've gotten a bunch of trial ones. Like I have, Veil of the Whirl right here, and I've got Bubble Breath or whatever, Aqua Breath. Yeah, we've gotten a bunch of trial ones and a bunch of dungeon ones. Yeah, we've got a bunch of spells already. Yeah, almost at that halfway mark. All right, next Blue Mage quest. But I think, what I post in Discord, I just post this. That's just the URL directly to my channel. Oh, as a level 1. Oh, as you level. 1k needles is fantastic if you do solo. Okay, I guess, yeah. Since I picked up Blue Mage, and then because of gamer brain, I didn't do any quests until I went out and grabbed a bunch of spells, so I actually have buttons to press, because at first you have 1. And the game slowly, through the missions, through these story quests, does progress you through picking up other ones. And not only do you learn them from the open world and from these quests from certain mobs, you also learn them after you learn like 5 spells or 10 spells or 20 spells or whatever. You then get a totem from the other fishman here. And you get, like, I started off and I had 5 in my inventory. So I can see how, like, lower level, since it always has 1,000 damage, that's pretty nuts. That would make sense. Joel Martin, he worked too hard and he should rest, but listen, he wanted medical care for Wahalhui. Martin cannot train you, and then the fishman will. Well, I guess they're lizard people because they look like chameleons. They're not fishes. Those are different people. They're like big lizards. Oh, and this guy doesn't like Martin. Father, my old friend has fallen foul of some pit beast. In fact, I came to offer my... Okay. Did he, though? Ew, why do you have long fingernails, my man? Ew, that was weird. Ah! Did you see that? I heard the art like fish to a water while he floundered. His name is Wastrash? How do you pronounce his name? Waztrach. Probably Waztark? Track? I don't know. It's long fingernail, big largeman. Sure. Yeah, I don't... Var, it's definitely strange. Yeah. It's a little weird. It should show up in your subscriptions. It should show up on your homepage if you're subscribed to someone that's currently live. I don't know why and or how I don't show up in the gaming section. Maybe I have to link my URL differently. Again, all this week it's been tweaks to like bitrate and my codec processing and some audio tweaks. So hopefully the stream looks better from Mondays to today. That is the overall goal. But yeah, so let's take a break from that quest and let's go. I need an ability from Pharaoh Sirius. I need to get the ability from the zoo boss. I tried a couple of times last night and didn't get it. We did a Blue Mage group with Phaedron and Ben, but then I died because we did it synced, so we're much weaker. I died at the end. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's why I just link my direct channel page, which is, I think, that's the easiest way to do it. Because now, when I'm live, it should show up on my channel page. But it is a good wonder why I don't show up on the YouTube gaming side of things. Blammo. Oh my god, Harry's having a rough day at work right now, posting in Cyberbutts, which is like his channel. Poor guy. People should send him some comforting memes. And this guy's gonna get wasted. Everything's a cast. Get burped on. Blech. And splurp. Pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, uh-huh. We're just going to the bird boss. Yep. Bum-ba-bum. Running, running, running. Don't really need to have toad oil on, I don't think, for this, but I kind of have to for the actual boss, because the boss can still kill me. LOS around the corner. Got him. The combo I'm using is Bomb Toss. So it's a 200 AoE potency with 50% fall off damage to anything past one target. But then it also is a 3-second stun. And then I'm using Eruption, which is rude. Eruption is the ability you learn from Ifrit. Ifrit's ability is just a 300 potency, instant cast, 30-second cooldown AoE, no damage fall off. It does the big damn. Now let's put some dot damage on you. We gotta break some eggs to make you mad. Okay, you're mad. Ouch. Yes. That's the attack I'm trying to learn. Please no kill me. Oh, damn it. Stunned forever. I took off before I could AoE him. Don't hit me. Baby heal. Blast him. That. Did not learn it. If you are undersized, you have a less chance to learn. It becomes harder to learn skills, so We'll try again. Not gonna sit here and like spam farm the same thing on stream. That's a little boring. Hang on. I gotta send Harry a reply meme. I'll hit him with that's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh. Let's rebuff. And away we go. Yeah, the solo buff for Blue Mage is pretty nuts. Basic Instinct. It's permanent sprint, so 30% movement speed. And it doubles your healing and damage magic potency. I could combine it with Mighty Guard, but I just don't have Mighty Guard socketed right now. What's up, Var? You finally finished your relic weapon after I had to rerun my final dungeon because the EU servers shat themselves on the end boss. That's awesome. I mean, that's a feat, right? The now, are you saying relic like ARR, or are you using that as a general? Because the current one is the resistance weapon, right? So which one did you finish? I'm just gonna hit this guy with my melee combo and see if it one shots him. And doink doink doink. It does. It absolutely one shots him. Yep. Adding 100 potency to the next physical attack cast, and then increasing that physical attack by 80% additionally, so it's 750 potency. With an 80% bonus. Pretty strong. Pretty. Oh, then sorry, it's also double damage because of Basic Instinct. So it's 180%. But I can't do that to the zoo, the big bird, because if you have to see the spell cast before you kill them. And kaboom. Yep. Onward. Blue Mage. You can't use Blue Mage for any actual endgame stuff. They have their own endgame activities, but you can't take them into like normal stuff with a normal party because they would be broken. There's a combination that Thadrum was trying out last night where he buffed one spell to hit for like 100,000. Just absolute, just like bloop. 100k damage, which is a big number in this game in normal play. I'm gonna burp on him. Where did my bleed go? What the heck? Did he like miss? No? I don't know why. You know what? Let's just do this. Yes. How about one more time? Probably a bad idea. Oh. He fell. God damn it. Okay, that was too much. It's too much damage. Because it killed the boss when the boss came down from the flying phase. Whoops. Whoops. They're all classified as relic weapons. The ARR ones just held the specific name of Zodiac weapon, but I mean the Shadowbringer relic, yeah. Okay. So the resistance weapon. I mean, I've finished one for my white mage. I have my warrior that I can just finish right now. And then I can move samurai to second to last step, astro to like the second step in. I've already done scholar and gunbreaker on the base one. So yeah. I probably need to, I'm almost done collecting all the memories that I need for like 5 more stages. So I need 20 more red and 16 more blue, which I'm definitely gonna farm out on Blue Mage now. Oh, whoops. Since Blue Mage just destroys fates. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Var, that's for sure. It's, but they're called, so the ARR is the relic weapon. Heaven's Ward is, I actually don't know what they're called. Heaven's Ward has its own name. Stormblood is Eureka, your Eureka weapon. And then Shadowbringers is your resistance weapon, I guess. Oh, you just canceled all the steps you're on but the dancer one? Well, you can leave certain weapons on certain steps. That's how you keep farming certain steps. You don't have to cancel them and turn them off. Hello, my dude. And dink dink dink. So much damage. So stupid. If those all crit, it would be like 100, maybe 120,000 damage. Because they'll crit for about, what? That was a 33,000 either direct hit or a crit in there. I don't know which one it was. You won't finish those? You're just cleaning up your quest log? Okay. I'm probably gonna take... I'll probably take... I'll finish Warrior. I'll probably finish Gunbreaker and Samurai. I don't know if I'll do Dark Knight, because a lot of it comes down to just time. There's only so much time before Endwalker. Excuse me? Get burped on. They weren't all here yet. Because the zombie sailors take a while to spawn. They have to get up, stand up. They don't just immediately spawn and get ready for you. All the Darkest Dungeon stuff coming out lately is pretty hype. Wow. Why can't I learn your ability when you do it outside of the encounter space, like just then, huh? All right, we'll just dot you up then, since we can't do much else without risk killing you. Oh, I see. I have learnt. You can't have Song of Torment and Ethereal Spark. So Ethereal Spark is only if you're going to be putting out an AoE bleed. But you can stack it with with bad breath. Nope. I don't know if he actually cast it in time. That's too much damage still. 1 dot is too much damage. Dang. All right, one more go. I think we'll just cast normal spells on him and not do anything crazy. Because that's still too much damage. A 75 potency dot for 30 seconds is too much. Much too much. Oh no, what happened, Bar? That's no good. Like IRL friends of yours or something, or gaming buddies, or what? Hmm. That works too. I don't have to even stun them. Just AoE them with the freeze attack. Pretty good. All right, last run right now, and then we'll move on to the. I'm gonna go try to get a. Where's my next raid one, or trial one? Oh, Flamethrower. That's from Brave Flock's Long Stop on hard mode. Or I could do Hake Manor. Maybe. And bonk, bonk, bonk. Yep. Onward. So much stupid damage. I mean, I'm undersized in a level 50 dungeon when I'm level 70, so I'm going to do more damage anyway, but even then, the Blue Mage just damage stacking is a little silly. But that's how they play the game, basically. All right, let's give all these guys a moment to group up. Yeah, they'll still definitely hurt if I just stand there and tank all their damage. Still a bunch of mobs. It still knocks you back. I'm way up the stairs. That's funny. All right, that dot's too much. So how about a bad breath then? That's not the attack I'm watching for. That is. That stuns forever. Ep. Ep. Now let's see if I can do this. Ah, we go. Streamer luck on the last try. So Flying Frenzy. 1 second cast, normal recast, 20-yard range, 6-yard radius. Deliver a jumping physical attack to a target and all enemies nearby with a potency of 150 for the first enemy. It's physical, so I can buff it with Tingle and Whistle. So it's a 250 times 80%. And it's a 20-yard range, 6-yard AoE. It's still not more damage than Triple Trident, but that's hilarious. Double buff myself and just throw myself at an enemy and just bleh. We don't need Thousand Needle anymore. We'll just try this for fun. That's literally all Blue Mage is. All right, very cool. I got that power. We out. Let me read what VAR posted. Let me see. I mean, I can't say that I totally understand where you're coming from, although some of it I can definitely relate to, and it is unfortunate. However, there is at least something I've picked up on from like the internet side of things, like YouTube, Instagram stuff, right? In the last like 6 months where I've been figuring out, because this is just like a me turning on stream to have fun for a couple hours a day, right? This isn't like the content push that I want to do soon, but because I want to make, you know, actual curated videos. I have a curated video series that I've been mulling over now for months. There'll be Darkest Dungeon 2 coverage for sure, because that game, the first game, is hundreds of hours of my past, and I'm definitely going to be playing Darkest Dungeon 2. I would also like to make like Instagram shortcut videos, like the short funny clips or whatever, and start going on to that path. I don't know if that means I should probably just like triple post, because if you're making short content, you should do shorts on your YouTube, which also goes to your YouTube shorts. You should post them on Twitter, and you should post them on Instagram, and you should post them on TikTok. Because if you're making short form content, it should go on all the platforms that it can enable it, just for networking, for reach, for exposure, or whatever, right? To get your content out there. That would, of course, acquire more work than I know how to do myself. But when you have to walk away from certain relationships, or when people unfollow your social medias or your platforms or whatever, you don't want those people to stay around that you're engaging with anyway. So the same thing can be probably said for friends and acquaintances online or whatnot. If they want to move on, then you can too. And you never know what's going to happen next, and what opportunities, because you went through that, become available to you in the future. And there really is nothing you can't change people's minds. All you can do is just keep moving forward. All right. Blue Gold. I said my next ability to learn. Yeah, Keeper of the Lake, which I don't have unlocked. I could do a Brayflox long stop run. I could try one of those and see if I... So it's Brayflox hard. And it's from the last boss. Yeah, it's from the last boss. This will be a bit longer of a romp. the thing what you want to do is you want to undersize, which enables Blue Mage play. You want to get a 4 stack of Blue Mages, and then you want to have a healer, 2 DPS Blue Mages, and a tank Blue Mage, and then you level sync. So that puts you at the level of the dungeon, but Blue Mage enabled, and then you have like a standard group comp. It increases the chance to get powers, because when we were doing a 3-man stack last night, it was much easier to get the powers than when you undersize solo. Because undersizing and soloing is easy, so the powers have a less of a chance to drop. At least to my understanding about how Blue Mage works. Well, that second half will probably never happen, Nico. I mean, in video game sense, I have. I played The Witcher, so technically there has been digital instances of that, but and I've played tons of Doom, so I do not believe that will you have to worry about that second part. This is a lot of mobs. There might be too many mobs. Am I dead? I took a ton of damage though, dang. That's with 20% passive evasion. Good grief. Yeah, I probably should. So, gotta read how this works. I probably should have Mighty Guard socketed. Music in here is kind of a bop. So reduces damage by 40, while reducing damage taken by 40. But ignores the damage penalty inflicted by Mighty Guard. So do you still go up by double damage, or do you still lose some, but you still get the full benefit? Like, does your base damage go down to 60% and then you get buffed by 100? So you'd be at 160% or so damage instead of 200% damage, so it's still like a gain. I assume that's what that means. Oh, I need the key. How do I like the Witcher fetus? Are you talking about the new trailer? I haven't watched the full trailer for the next season. Unless you're talking about something else that I don't get. I still haven't even finished The Witcher. I'm in Blood and Wine. I'm in the last home stretch of The Witcher, basically. But I haven't wanted to play. I've been playing so much Final Fantasy, and then we were doing all the WoW stuff with the Community Guild for a while, so... The boss baby, Witcher 3? I don't think I remember it. Oh, you're talking about one of like the weird creature baby people. The blue one? Or whatever, the bluish green colored. Oh goodness, lots of ads. And kaboom kaboom. Yes. Bum bum bam ba dum bum ba da ba bum ba da. Oh. I didn't. How did I miss these two? What the heck? Drop meteors on them. Because it has natural built-in AoE for like a regular single target cast. Brayflox, can you open the rock, please? I am is follow Brayflox. This way is sneaky way. Thank you. Well, I don't know the last time I've even gone to a Starbucks. Probably not since that convention like 2 years ago. And burped on. No, not drill cannon. I know that move. I know drill cannon. 2 pieces of blue loot. Nani. What set is that? The dark light set? Oh, those look kind of good for ARR. They're just black and red boots. You know what? Put those over there. Ew. I mean, they're the same set. That's the hard mode stuff. Where are we going? Drop a meteor on his head. Do you guys see that news post the other day about all the celestial bodies, the asteroids and the meteors and whatever that are passing by Earth over the past couple of days? Like there's been many of them. Are there pictures of them or anything online yet from like telescopes and stuff? 'Cause that's pretty freaking wild. Squish. Oops, key. Yeah, there's a ton of meteors, and I guess they're not technically meteors. They might be asteroids or celestial bodies. They've passed by. Are they done passing by? I mean, you can look it up on NASA's page. All right, this is the guy that has the flamethrower attack, so I can't just yeet him. Need to wait for him to cast flamethrower. Which I guess is that. I assume that's flamethrower. It didn't have a cast bar or anything. So we'll hit him with our big dots. He's gonna go immune soon anyway. Yeah, there he goes. Hopefully he casts it one more time. Granted, low chance to learn the spell, so. Such a huge AoE. It has a immune zone where it doesn't do any damage, but. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I do so much damage, I'll just kill the bombs. Blah. The Orionoid meteor shower passed 2 days ago. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if it was still going on or if it was 2 days ago. Oh, did the I didn't notice if the damage said flamethrower. That's fair. Sometimes that scrolls by, you know, too fast to see. Real tractor physics? What, this thing, Mia? And kaboom. Hey. The one bomb spawned after I AoE'd. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, baby. First try. So flamethrower, 2-second cast like everything else, 8-yard radius, deals fire damage to all enemies in a cone before you with a 220 potency like almost every other ability, and then 50% fall off. Okay, so it's yep. So it's a frontal cone fire burp. With just damage. So like bomb toss is AoE, but it's only 200 because it has a stun. This one has just 20 more potency. Let's see. I just want to see it because it's called Flamethrower. Yep. Wow, does it actually extend this far past you, or is that just animation? Everything in Final Fantasy XIV is pretty deliberate, so I assume it actually hits that large of a radius. Dude, it's like Super Breath of Fire from Brewmaster Monk and WoW. Look how much better that looks. The WoW Breath of Fire is pretty okay, but what the heck is that? All right, Nico, have a good night. The meteor shower peaked 2 days ago. They lasted about a week. Oh, dang. Dang, dang, dang. This is pretty cool. There's essentially themes to all the abilities. There's some ability themes to like the styles of builds you can make. You can make very like earth-based or fire-based or lightning-based, or and different abilities work together. Like Flamethrower obviously would probably be better on if you're playing a Blue Mage tank, because you're in melee with things, so you'd be close enough to, you know, burp fire on them, for example. Yeah, I haven't done anything with G-Shade yet. I do have some plugins. Like I have, you know, target health. You know, I have a lot of really basic ones. I have party frame buffs and debuffs that show up with a little number on them, so I know the number. I have a handful of just this little quality of life improvements and things. I have the Cactpot Scratcher, which is a website, but I have the plugin for it in game. But all right, we'll leave that for now. Let's change it up. Push to the Dork Knight. Let's grab some XP, shall we? We are almost 67. I already turned in my Wondrous Tales. Let's see. Let's take off Undersized Party and Leveling Dungeon. That's the biggest XP chunk you can get. And it's looking for a tank. Instant queue? Oh, no. Not instant queue? Oh, our company actions turned off? No, they didn't. Okay, they didn't. MTK, there are some more in-depth add-ons. They call them plugins in 14. There are some like full UI overhauls. There was actually one I was looking at called Materia UI, where they replace all the textures and stuff and make it sort of more modernized. I haven't gone that far yet. There are some. They do install a bit differently. Some of them you have to do some manual, like drag and dropping old, like files, like old school style. Most of the stuff is done through a thing called Dalamud. So it's basically a plugin that you install into your like Final Fantasy XIV directory, and then you install, turn on, and turn off the add-ons just in the game. So yeah, it's called Dalamud. And they automatically will update when any of the authors fix and update things. I suspect that's one of the reasons why I haven't like gone like full custom UI thing, is because they're probably gonna all break on Endwalker, or most of them are gonna break. So I've only installed like the little helpful ones. Like I have so in the base game, see here on my Salted Earth cooldown, this is similar to what you'd have in World of Warcraft, where the cooldown is like just the large number on the button, right? Like that's pretty normal to have the cooldown on the button, so when you glance down, you see your cooldown for your ability really easily, really quickly. the default cooldown numbers in the 14 base UI is a tiny number in the bottom left-hand corner of the block. And it's a bit ridiculous to try to see because it's so small. So I have things like that installed. Ah, Shishwi of the Violet Ties. This is actually full XP for me. Very nice. I didn't get like Sestasha. Level 16. Let's double check to see if my healer is okay. They've got some 80s. They know what they're doing. I have to sneeze. Ah! That's like a whole other video topic on how XP works in this game. Everyone said hello. So nice. Sometimes you do get into party finder groups and you say hi and no one talks and you're like, oh. Most of the time that you get into a group and someone does a little wave emote or has something a lot more involved, and it's nice. Where's Pikachu? Pikachu is on that cabinet in the corner of my room. So not visible at current. They keep hitting the freaking fish. I probably still move too much as a tank. I don't know if I should just like eat telegraph so I don't move for the DPS, but I feel bad if I just stand there and eat telegraphs and take damage for no reason. I don't know. Oh, wait, which thing works only in a full party though, Bob? Yeah, I can't remember which thing I said. Oh, you can set up your leveling roulette so you don't have to get low level ones. Yeah, no, I think we've looked into that, Var. The limited leveling roulette, I believe, is what you're talking about. You have to be in a full party. Even the ability to do that says you have to be in a full party. It might kind of work, but we've experienced it where we've been in a full party and had it on, and we don't get low level stuff. But if you do it solo, pretty sure you can still get low level stuff. Maybe we could look at it. I can't look at it in a duty right now. Yeah, the limited leveling stuff, yeah. Do that every day in my roulettes. Never get anything low level. You could be super lucky, but I do believe the setting does say only applicable in a full party. Big dunk. Blah. My only kind of complaint with Dork Knight is that because you can string quite a handful of OG CDs together, like you can hit 2 OG CDs sometime in the span of one normal cast. You do kind of like just interrupt a bunch of your animation, because like Blood Spiller is a long animation, so you could Blood Spiller, immediately cancel it with a plunge, and then follow up with an Edge of Darkness, and then you never see your big plunge attack. But that's how you want to do it, so you can weave your abilities. I don't know if this healer wants the full pull, so we'll go a little bit. We did this pull yesterday, but I had Phaedron in my group, so. If you pull this entire room to the next boss, you can. Oh, my wrong combo. It is many mobs. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs of mobs, so 15. Which is a lot in 14. That's a lot of dungeon mobs. Maybe it's 12. Maybe it's 12? That's 15. Nice divination. We're gonna follow up that with a long arm once I have everything grouped up. Wrong button. Animation is so weird. Aw, oh, damn it. I keep prepping myself to be on Siphon Strike, and then I'm like, I'm not there already. So I hit the middle one, or Siphon Strike, sorry, with Soul Eater. Yeah. That was wasted, but oh well. Looks cool. The Ruby Princess. Oh. Hi, Tia. Imagine thinking you can ignore both me and Mia. Who's ignoring you? What? Wait, oh no. What's Tia saying about the lamp would be nice? What? Oh, Pikachu or Riot? How can you even call this a base room without a Pikachu? Oh, you're right. I'm catching up. It's harder to read chat when I'm tanking. My bad. Oh, yeah. I don't really know where I can put Pikachu with this new setting. I had to like put him on something in that corner maybe. And blah. Look like Tia. Yeah. The conspiracy is strong? No, I can only peek over and look at chat so often. On like the actual trash pulls. On bosses, it's just kind of like you just stand here. A Pikachu on my head? Maybe a mini one on my microphone? Well, that could possibly block my beard, and we all know my beard is better than Mia's, so I'm not gonna block it. Why would I want to block my better than Mia's beard? Really definitely trying to make Mia upgrade that membership on YouTube. I actually gotta check. I don't know if I have the memberships turned on to a higher tier than the base one. I have to go check. You could clip it if you if you wanted to. That is still a thing. Tia, how the heck are you doing? Hello. You keep saying you're going to join us and play Final Fantasy XIV, but you have like 90 different things you're doing all the time. So You only support single mothers? Not single fathers, though? You sexist pig. I have a beautiful purple feathery son in this game. That makes me a dad. I have, what, up to 100 is engaged? Okay, so clearly those are the defaults, because I wouldn't have put that there. That's just silly. That's just silly. I wouldn't have put that. So they must have like a default ranking of stuff. Or I don't know. Unless I did like forever ago, because I don't remember that. James is just single. Yo, James, same. James, you want to go out? Then we will both stop being single. You have your new fancy dancy Corsair job, though. You don't have time for any of us little people anymore. Wait, Gorex a single mom? What the heck? Gorek, how can you be a single mom if you and Mia are actually married? You can't, literally can't be single because... What? This relationship confuses me. I can't step on you like Yotsuyu. She didn't step on you. Not you specifically. You don't even know where that story goes, James. Oh no, the Shirks. The Shirks. They're just alone together. Sad. It's a little sad. Hit all the buttons. Ugh. Yeah, James, you have a lot to get done in less than a month. I don't really know if you should rush it, though. That's gonna be... It's gonna be a lot. It took me, I think, somewhere around mid-30s days played to get through everything. Because I know I've had, like, the past 10 or so days played at max level. Doing endgame activities and farming gear sets and then working on other ult jobs and stuff. Oh, we did it. I wasn't gonna look away. Look, I'll turn back into the Tia. This is Tia right now. Yep. All the random greens to turn in for company seals. I only got 2 of them. Oh, player accommodation. Yeah. You want to say you're halfway through Stormblood? Well, there are like 3 different website tools you could use to check that. The one I posted the other day in Discord, the FFXIV to-do list checklist thing. That one is quite nice and handy and helpful for checking. You can, before you scan your character from your Square Enix Armory page, basically, you can tell it to hide like quest names you haven't seen yet, so you won't spoil yourself. There's also another tool that will just show you, like, I think you've done it before, how many quests out of total quests you have done. So there's that option too. So I took a wrong turn on YouTube the other day and landed on at a DuckTales metal cover. I mean, this seems enriching for all of us. Could you please post this in like Animu Butts in Discord? Because that's some thumbs up actually. DuckTales, like the original OG. Boom, jam, boom, jam, boom, jam, boom, jam, boom, jam, boom. Wait.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's
You know, like that. like that, something. But then like metal. So
DuckTales.
you know, like like that kind of. All right, where is my next Dark Knight quest? Because we're a couple behind now. We're 1 or 2 behind. DuckTales theme metal cover by Leo Moraxqualio. Dude, Big Mouth is so good. What is happening in memes right now? What the hell is that Mandalorian meme? Cake is just gay bread. I just I'm just okay. Let's do a Dark Knight job quest. I'm sure. Got about half an hour or so left. Okay. I have to go along with Sid's act, but even now and then I have to remind him to not be so grim and dark. This boy's got guy liner on his ear horns, Riel, okay? Come on. And this boy is real creepy. All right, Sid, what's up, my man? Handling his new duties with characteristic aplomb? What the hell does that mean? Bob, without looking it up, what does the word aplomb mean?
Aplomb.
Oh, the B is silent. Aplomb. Very well. Trick question. Bob has no idea what that word means. It means self-confidence or assurance, especially when in a demanding situation. There you go, Bob. You've learned something today. That'll be $4.99. You can just hit the join button on YouTube. Appreciated. Oh, thank God's an adult. I'm wearing a shirt with skulls all over it, my dude. Bob doesn't know a lot of words. Correct. Why is he talking to me in free company? Riel's been spending a lot of time with Mist, keeping him company, getting to know him, and so forth. All right, and you've been just like the weird ironclad sword wielding uncle in the corner of the room, doing his best like Aragorn impression with guy liner on. Not that there's much to know. He won't talk about his home or his past, doesn't seem to have any interests or skills beyond conjuring elaborate illusions derived from memories. Hey, it sounds like Bob. Oh, no. In parentheticals, and making things in the microwave. Oh, no. Oh, literally the next thing is about, it's in parentheses. Oh, it's too good. I have no idea how he does it either, and more importantly, I'm not even sure how we could take back the Aether he stole. We may have no choice but to agree to his terms unless you're content to carry half a soul crystal. Oh, man. Tia says Bob is an upstanding gentleman. Words are for people who don't know how to articulate themselves via farting. Wait, what? That's a European thing. Var, what is that like? Is that like Swedish people? Do they articulate themselves by farting? No, it's got to be Germans, man. They have a lot of food that could definitely enact flatulence for sure. Or armpit farting? That's way too coordinated. Armpit farting is like an art form. I can hear you whispering, you know. Mist means well, and Bay and I are willing to help him. Why aren't you? I didn't say I wasn't willing. I'm still here, aren't I? Ooh, shots fired. You lost your armpit skills? Now it's only used for other things? Gross. Right then, we found one more suitable for the boys' needs here. Rather than return to Ishgard, I say we try somewhere new. Let's head to Tailfeather. Yeah, let's get out of the freaking snow. You gotta shave that armpit hair off, Mia. I shave my armpits. Armpit hair holds on to the stink more. Because you put like deodorant on, skin on deodorant, then you smell less like a caveman. Depending on how stinky you get. So going up to Tailfeather, the Mog home. At one time, the highest paid entertainer in the world was a gas passer. Wait, who was the highest paid entertainer in the world that was getting paid more than like professional athletes and like movie stars? What? Wait, what the heck? I mean, it is October, but windshield frozen over? A frozen over windshield? I mean, it's freaking 79 out in Florida. What the heck? There's so many people here. This place, too, has seen its share of sadness. See, Mia, this is my beautiful purple son. His name is Chocobo, the Chocobo. Do you see? This makes me a single father, and you say you don't want to support single fathers, only single mothers, so... This is my beautiful purple son. Don't you ever forget it. Where you are, Jonathan, it was 33. That's an ankylosaurus with wings? I don't think Mia knows what an ankylosaurus looks like. I had to look one up just to make sure that Mia is actually a lunatic. And yes, he is. That looks nothing like my beautiful purple feathered child. Oh, an achievement fate. Oh, are they trying to do the special Task Force? I mean, if there's a group out there. I mean, I'll go help. Frick. This one is super annoying. I don't even know if I've finished it yet. Have I done it once? I don't remember. Maybe? But if not, I'll get the achievement now. It's just very rare for people to do this one because it's awful. And they only have 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left for 70% of its health. I don't know about that. But I'll go help. Wait, this mount? This is the freaking it's the Rathalos from Monster Hunter. It's a wyvern. There's people out here, yeah. Ba, ba, ba. I'm level synced. Hello? Why can't I attack you? Cannot see target? What? You see how big this dragon turtle is? And I'm running away. It does fall off damage. 218 damage. Go, my son. Feast. I'm throwing rocks at it. Guess if anyone needs any heals. The tank looks fine. I don't know, man. 3.5 minutes to... We need a lot of people to show up. Because we are not going to have enough damage. Put some heals on these chocobos so they don't die. Pampa. Yeah, there's no way. You need to start this guy with like 15 minutes on the counter. Because this is so annoying. He does this over and over and over again and forces you out of melee. Oh, here comes a dork knight. I think, oh, is that a samurai? No, it's a gunbreaker. And a red mage. Oh no. That red mage is gonna get wrecked. A lot of these chocobos are on healing, so they're stopping themselves from doing damage. Yeah, this guy's not going down, unfortunately. So much health. Oh, they stunned him out of his slap. And he still recasts it. What an asshole. Hey, you recast it again. Run, Gunbreaker, run. There's some sprouts coming out here like, what the hell is this? Yeah, we'll get some progress, but we won't kill him in time. Unfortunately. Damn. I heard a little bit more. All these chocobos healing each other. There is a group because those chocobos are targeting each other, so they're in a group together. Ow. Oh, my son died. I'm a terrible father. He's back. Yeah, this fate needs so many people, man. It's an outdoor raid boss. Even with the chocobo army and everything. Wonder if someone will stun the next stomp. Aha! This is a couple more casts. Ugh! I ran into the dragon. Yeah. Unfortunate. Everyone has to kind of learn that this fate boss needs A, lots of people, or B, lots of time. Because we're getting him to like 23%, and then he's gonna, or 24%, he's gonna disappear. Yeah, it takes so many people. Yeah, unfortunately. A lot of people eventually showed up, but we basically need them all from the start. That fate normally has a 30-minute timer on it. Any of the big boss fates, they take a while to chew through. Lots of health. Damn. All right, MTK. You may have already headed out, but I was trying not to get stomped on by that giant dragon turtle thing. I could have Blue Maged it. You're totally right. I don't have the muscle memory to remember that I can Blue Mage things. I don't know if that would have... It would have done a little bit more damage, but I don't think we would have killed him. I chose to swap over to my white mage so that I could heal people that were taking huge damage from the stomp, which also proved to be helpful. But my blue mage is definitely coming along, Bob. I don't know if you were here to start this off with, but I'm up to 52. I'm literally halfway done with my book in just like last night and then today. So the first chunk of spells goes pretty quick, but then it will definitely start slowing down when they become a little more, little spicier to obtain, but also bleh. It's quite neat. Oh yes, Tia, yeah, correct. Joseph Joel, best known by his stage name as Le Petomane, Pietomane. It's not P, because it's the... Huh. Huge hit at the Moulin Rouge. If not the best act there at the time, he was the highest paid entertainer back in the day. Why is your name Bob, then? Oh, no. Tia's got more Bob lore. You've been lying to me this entire time? We played Magic together. We did. We played board games together, too. Wait, why is your name Tia if your name on here is Role Players? Which, awkwardly enough, is one word, but the R and the P are both capitalized, which is not normal. Okay, fair. We tapped lands together.
Ooh,
Don't like that one. Not one bit. No, sir.
I got nothing. A prisoner of the high houses. Interesting. We tapped lands. Ugh. Ugh. That shouldn't sound dirty, but it does. Tell you what mixer to get? I mean, I have the Go XLR. Like the full-size Go XLR, Tia.
And it's quite good, let me tell you. It is quite good.
Yeah, I have the full Go XLR. The mini Go XLR apparently is also pretty good. Yeah, the Go XLR is definitely a chunk of change for sure. Yeah. Well, the voice changer stuff is sort of built in.
What's this one? Oh, it's a megaphone? That sounds weird.
I mean, you can make a bunch of custom ones. I need to make one that's like Optimus Prime. I don't have Peter Cullen's dulcet tones, but I could try. I don't know. I just have like chipmunk voice and like evil metal demon voice, and then
Kind of the voice from when he gets censored.
or something. I don't know. These ones are kind of similar, actually. You can program all of them. You can also record yourself saying things. Like if I say, Tia is really gross, and whenever I want to, I can just be like, Tia is really gross, and then I can just hit the button and say, Tia is really gross, and then Tia is really gross, Tia is really gross, Tia is really gross, Tia is really gross, Tia is really gross. You can do crap like that. Yeah. Yep. All right, Var, have fun at work. Laughs in money, says Mia. Oh God. All right, bye, other NPCs that disappeared into the ether. What the hell was that? Life here is not easy, but it is fulfilling all the same. That said, the hunters had no personal tales of profound tragedy to share. They did, however, tell me of an outsider recently brought here from Falcon's Nest, a prisoner, actually, a woman named Loudy. She's to atone for her crimes through hard labor, but the proctor has been zealous. He berates her constantly, and every day she bears fresh bruises. Sounds kind of like my relationship with James. Sick beat. Yeah, you can censor yourself too. This shouldn't be too loud, but if I say like Tia, and then she also, sometimes when she also you can do stuff like that. Yeah. Blue Mage Bay? What is that one of like the basic emote wizards? What the hell? That's an ASCII little emote Gandalf. Ah, Ishgardian justice, I know it well. If this woman is performing various chores for the hunters, then it should not be hard to find her. Come, let us look around. Literally right next to where we were. By this tree. Oh, over here. It's a beige, like a mage, but wouldn't he be a wizard? A wizard is never late. I mean, we have emotes here. If you do, there's a handful of emotes that are already here. I mean, Mia and Gorex emotes are on YouTube. It's the same kind of system though. I can only add emotes based on members. So the more members that hit join on any of the tiers unlocks emotes the same. Yeah. Oh, beige like Blue Mage. Oh, gross. I thought you were going off of the little Gandalf pixelated emote wizard in chat. Yeah. That's what I thought you were talking about. This is the place, isn't it? Yeah, where the floor looks like weird green tinfoil. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, my lord, pray forgive me my imprudence. Impudence. Impudence. Don't play me for a fool. Your sins are beyond forgiveness. Sir Emmerich and his noble brethren may think you worthy of mercy, but I have seen your kind before. A swift death is more than you deserve. A swift death is more than that bastard deserves. I can't imagine what she did to deserve that kind of treatment. I'll read really fast. You know her? Do I know her? Is she an NPC I've met? She's one of the ones that led the protest at Falcon's Nest. Oh, one of the... Oh. Oh, they nearly put an end to the peace conference and she poisoned you? Oh. Okay, I remember now. Heaven's Ward story. Well, actually, technically, we're in Heaven's Ward because that's where our Dark Knight is right now. So it's not... It's technically, you'd be doing this alongside MSQ, so... Ah, damn it. I always click, and then there's like dialogue right after it, and I miss it. That's right. Her husband died in one of the dragons, in the Dragonsong War, and then she turned rebellious, and then she tried poisoning and killing people of the upper crust, me being one of them. Even if I helped them the whole time. No one truly outside... Wait, no one is truly outside Halloween's grace, don't you think? Confront the proctor. Take him to the error of his ways. If he refuses, and it's his choice to make, you'll have to accept the consequences of his actions. Doubly so if he bears steel. I'm in Stormblood right now? Oh, you're totally right. Oh. Okay, yeah, so the whole Heaven's Ward story will be done for my Dark Knight by this point. Right. Because technically Heaven's Ward Dark Knight is 30 to 60? Yeah. And Stormblood is now 60 to 70. Right. Got my numbers confused. Yep. Public event right where I'm supposed to go? Oh, yeah. Right here. Who are you? Who do you just... Why do you disturb me? Can't read anymore. A concerned adventurer who objects to my treatment of a criminal. If only you knew her sins, she would have been thrown into witch drop. Lord Speaker, in his boundless wisdom and mercy, demanded that we spare the woman's life, but rest assured, I will see that her every waking moment is filled with misery and scorn. Good Lord. You presume to judge me, a man of the church. I will not be cowed by your threats. The Fury guide and protect me. The Fury guide and protect me. Oh. All right, dude. Sure, whatever. Completely destroyed in seconds. Blah. Well, he asked for it, I guess. And Mist is way up here. Now, where's my Chocobo at on XP for... Oh my gosh. The XP I farmed yesterday with my chocobo out when Thader was helping me do Blue Mage was crazy. I was barely into like right here, like during the, I was somewhere in like the word rank when I just prestige to 11 on my chocobo, and I'm already like 3/4 of the way done. Good grief. So much chocobo XP. My God. That's it. Put it back in the stable and feed it another Thavnarian onion to go to 12. Put them together. We have made her whole. What? Oh, I see. This kid can use Aether to basically make ghosts of loved ones past corporeal for a time. So that's what's over there. It's very Sixth Sense-ish. Look, she smiles. How her eyes sparkle. How beautiful this happiness. Whoop. Is he gonna explode into the abyss right in front of her? That would be a little morbid. Because everything in this game space and Eorzea or whatever, everything is made of ether, like the life stream. So, like when people die, they just return to the life stream essentially. So, this kind of at least makes sense within the confines of this story. That you know, a power like this could exist. Mm-hmm. I mean, he technically is here. Just reconstituting his Aether, right? This kid's got Lady Iceheart hair. Yep, just turned into Abyss Aether, yep. I only wanted to, I was wrong. I said now you have every right to be upset. It's alright, boy. It is. I appreciate your kindness even if it was misguided. They say the war is over now, but it never ends for people like you, does it? Mm. Always something worth fighting for, says my lip flaps. Champions of the weak and the helpless, undeterred by the law of man or God. I couldn't stop you any more than I could have stopped Stance from walking out the door of the day. So fight, damn you, fight if that's what you want. Just don't squander the time in between. There's never enough. I suppose I owe it to him to try to make the most of what I got left too, so I will. Take care and thank you. Uh-huh. I mean, see, even a psycho murdering poison your drink woman can, you know. Yeah. Gulp back up your Aether from this abyss tear. Because this won't totally lead to, you know, I guess it leads to delirium. In the depths of the abyss, a flame lingers. Yes. And then you gotta hit it with one of these. As Aether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. Yep, it's gonna probably tie back into the first chunk of Dark Knight story with your evil self. It's like Dark Link or something, basically. Or it could not. I don't know. The Proctor's punishments were nothing compared to her own guilt. I did try to warn the boy. I wonder how old Sid is. Because he's an Aura, so they live longer than like regular humans, but they're not like elves. Could not make her whole. So much pain, so much loss, how it fills my heart and overflows. Maybe it is indeed beyond us. Maybe it is not in our nature. Still got 3 more chances, don't you? There's no need to be so bloody melodramatic. At least not out here. We should get back to Tailfeather. Yeah. Your words did more for her than my illusion. She is still a good person, and so are you. I pray you both remember. She did try to poison me, though. What is Fresh Kid is on some next level meme drop crap today. Flavored lube is technically meat seasoning if you think about it. Yep. That's what happens in the Discord memes channel. Yep. What that? All Fresh Kid does at work is look at memes, and then when he comes home, he just reposts them in Discord. That's basically all. That's half of his existence, besides playing Destiny, and playing like Dark Souls games and Resident Evil games. Those are the flavors of Fresh Kid. Resident Evil, Dark Souls, Destiny, and memes. I let him know you're impressed. I don't know if I would say I'm impressed. It's just, yeah, that's what he does. It's more of a basting than seasoning. All right, Tia. All right. Oh, all right. Cheese. Cheese and rice. They found comfort in seeing the dead. They had so much to say to them, but I don't know what I could say to her. Oh, her mom, I guess. She knew it was fault, yet saw the power. It still had power over her. Can there be truth in a lie and perhaps salvation as well? Vigicard update. Yeah, I usually wait like a month on any of those. Yeah, you want to buy me a 3080? On to the next, I would say. But Mist looks to be in no state to continue, which means we'll be staying here for a time. Taking the fresh country air. Me and my little ones. Sigh. You're turning into like the... You're like the emo uncle that actually is, you know, the heart of gold, Sid. Compared to your first quest we had together. For it's worth it, the woman is better for what we did, or at least as good as anyone can be after what she's been through. We did murder the guy that was punishing her, Ishgardian justice style. Like, I mean, I guess we tried to talk to him, and then he drew steel, and we were like, all right, it's murder time. Hello, sister. Is that guy trying to put gasoline in his regular bike? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So what level quest is this? 65? So we're one behind now. So let's do a trial roulette. Maybe a trial roulette, a normal raid, then we'll call it there with a little bit of gameplay. Because I am hungry. A lot of the free companies logging on. I want to help Destora if he has raid stuff to do or like Bozja stuff to do. And I gotta go make fun of Fresh Kid. How am I doing? Doing okay. How are you doing? You're due in a couple of weeks. Are you all thumbs up? Are you are you ready for what is about to happen? I know I get some updates here and there, but the orphans and the broken blade. Let's go. Trial roulette. What are we getting? Oh, what the hell is up with me getting the same trials while streaming? We just did Sophia yesterday, maybe Wednesday. Damn. We just did Sophia. She's got big breath energy right now. Here's your single mother for you, Nia. The lady on top is riding her dead daughter's severed head because anime, I guess.
Know you the full weight of death.
So she always pushes to left first when she goes into the next phase. 36 weeks, yeah, everything looks great. Went to the doctor today. Baby is in position. Ah, crap. I was reading. Oh, what the? Why is she facing the... Hello? Sophia? There we go. She does a cone attack. I didn't want it to spread to the rest of the platform. Put my butt into the wall here. No, my combo. I need my mana. Yeah. You don't attack the sword boy when he puts up the shield. You have to attack him from the flanks. Otherwise, he pushes you back.
Come forth, scales of revelation.
Oh.
I would know the weight of your soul.
Ah. Wow. The non-extreme version of that knockback is very dinky. Which I probably said the exact same thing the day when we also got Sophia.
Can you bring equilibrium? I shall tip back the balance.
I just don't want her frontal cone to hit people. You can 100% fall off, so I'm just trying to be careful. Big early LB1. Okay.
Sin must be balanced with suffering.
Probably could like pull her more into the platform, but maybe she doesn't do her frontal breath attack in this phase. I don't know.
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
I actually don't even know. Big ha energy. Where's James? Blasting. Rip. Shoo. Yep. Oh, she still does. Okay. But it's just only after the charge, I guess. So the 2 line gets pushed down, so we want to be toward the 1. But got her. No, one of the ninjas. Because I kind of placed her in a weird spot, and they have positionals, but they still were all good. Close to 1 million XP. Very nice. And then how about a normal raid real quick? That's also looking for a tank. In before, obviously, a Alexander raid, because there's no binding coils. So it can only be Alexander. Let's actually get Alexander. Like, don't give me, like, the crap goblin boss where you just stand around and do nothing. Let's Let's do Alexander or maybe like Cruise Chaser. Let's go forward and back, and then go forward and back, and then go forward and back, then put 1 foot forward. How about that one? You can do it, Roulette. You can do it. I believe at you. In the meantime, run over here to this boss fate. This is are these blue? This zone is, I think they're blue or red. I don't think this zone is yellow. I don't know if I'll have enough time to beat this Tyrannosaurus though. The Q is going to pop soon. Well, there could be more DPS here. Hit all the buttons. Chop him up. Oh, I don't have... Didn't have tank stance on. Oh, there's a Blue Mage. Mess him up. I gotta start seeing how Blue Mages do fates and just blasting them. Okay, yeah, we got that. And what color crystal is it? Blue. Got it. Okay. Need 15 more blue and 20 more red. Another boss fate way down there we can go grab while the queue's still running. Oh, what the heck? A lookout. So this is kind of, not exactly, but this is sort of Final Fantasy XIV's archaeology compared to like World of Warcraft. It's called a sightseeing log. So what it is there are all these locations across like everywhere. And when you go to them, then you get, like, you take a picture of essentially that place, right? And then what you can do, like say like for Ilmeg, is just lore about them, about the locations. But there are many. This is ARR, then Heaven's Ward still, then Stormblood, Shadowbringer. So there's a lot, and you have to. There's little hints about them, and obviously there's a huge sightseeing guide you could look at if you wanted to do that way. But I just, whenever I come across them, you know, it happens. If they're just little, like the one I just got would be where I am technically. I'm in 13. Right here, Tail Feather. Oh, it's just cool. Just neat little, moves you around the world. They're all over the place, and some of them can only be activated under certain conditions. The Cuff of the Father. This is not. This is not the big boys. Unfortunately, this is one of the worst ones. Frick. Unfortunate. It's because I said something. Yep. It's because I asked the game to give us one of the cooler Alexander raids, and it gave us this one. Look at that little Lalafell go. I mean, I don't want to stay in combat with all this crap, so I'm gonna... If you just run down to the boss, all this stuff is in combat with you, and it gets kind of weird. Am I dead? Cool. Well, that's a first. I should have popped long arm or something. I don't know. I didn't think just 5 goblins would just kill me. The summoner was standing right there. I don't know where the healers were. They may have dropped down. Like, a single hot keeps you alive from this trash, and they just let me die. All right, then. Yeah, this is the really crappy... Oh, well. Are these new healers, maybe? Nope. That one is a full 80 everything. Except, you know, crafty jobs. And the other one is lots of 80s. Very curious. Because that red mage also died. But this is just like 3 minutes of killing goblin stuff. They just spawns. Definitely not a Hello? Mr. Man? He's chasing the tank. You get the gob walker here, you get that as a mount. We farmed him out the other day when we were doing Alexander stuff. We farmed all the little gob walker tanks. I do have my stance on. They just don't have normal aggro tables. I messed up my combo again. I was looking at the aggro blops. Oh my god. Wrong keybinds for the lose. Oh boy, we have 2 goblin tanks. Well, pull the bomb away at least, you crazy people that are doing the mechanic that you don't need to do. But they can stack Vuln on these big walkers faster, so it does get us through the encounter quicker, I guess. I think one of the healers is in a tank. Right? Yeah. The white mage is. Well, they debuff the tanks. They can help deal damage to all the ads that are spawned, and then the big thing the tanks do on this encounter is pull the bombs away. Those big these goblin bombs, because they blow up in a pretty wide radius, and then they stack vulnerability on you, which makes you take more damage. So, like that. Oh, I guess it only does a healing potency down. That's different. Did I not get hit by that bomb? Yeah. See, there's the debuff. Fire resistance down. I keep hitting the wrong combo. Kind of walk away from that one. We'll taunt this guy over here. I just heard like the Choco Meteor sound effects. Oh, when those bombs go off. I'm playing too much Blue Mage. There's one more tank left and these angry robots. The last ad. Yep. That's the whole encounter. It was definitely a little spicier on Savage when the bombs definitely mattered a bit more, but really nothing too crazy there. These are just materials to turn in for, at this point, just glamour. Just the armor sets from the time. But alrighty then. I think we will we'll call it there. 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go do some dinner and then hanging out in Discord, and we've got I don't know if we're doing Eden Raid stuff or getting people caught up on the weapons trials, or if anyone wants to do Southern Front Bosja stuff, the end game stuff to work on a resistance weapon farming. I don't know. We'll see. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. So y'all have a great night. Have a great morning. Whatever comes first. If you enjoyed hanging out today, remember the like button on YouTube is helpful, and it's right down below. And you can hit it. Especially for Tia. Oh, I deleted the Tia is gross. Oh, damn it. I deleted my soundbite where I said Tia is gross. Well, lessons learned. Alrighty. I will see y'all soon.